guys, welcome back to my channel, and I thought that it would be nice for me to answer all of your questions while I sat out here on my front porch. It is such a lovely morning, and I thought I just kind of wanted to chillax and be like I'm talking to you guys one-on-one, as if you guys are sitting here on my front porch with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of the questions that you guys have asked me, and I apologize that it's taken so long for me to get this video up, but some things had come up and I just kind of got busy, and when I did want to start filming the first part of my Q&A, it stopped recording, and then I never ever finished going back to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that now. As long as I don't start getting attacked by bugs or wasps, then I'm gonna be good to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this Q&A started. I think I'm gonna actually try to see if I can set this on something. Hold on. Okay, so never mind, nothing's going to work. So I'm going to just go ahead and read off some of your questions and then answer them, and my hand will probably get tired, so I'll be flip-flopping my arms around. Okay, so the very first question that I received, and this was again about a month or so ago, from Bray411. Where did I meet my husband, and how long have I been married, and do I have a bucket list? I met my husband Brian about 16 years ago online. We were both in a Chicago style chat room, and we just kind of started talking there, and one thing led to another, and here we are 16 years later. So yeah, we met online. And how long have we been married? We have been married for going on 12 years, and we've been together for 16. Do I have a bucket list? Yes, I do. I have a huge bucket list. Lots of things on that list. Yeah, that's it. I have a bucket list. And this one is from Keb Luyan. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Why do I love Disney so much? And if I could go anywhere, where would it be? And what made you want to share your life with us? Why do I love Disney so much? The reason why I love Disney so much is because once you pass through those gates that says welcome to Disney World or Disney World, just everything that is out here in this world you tend to forget, because everything in there is just peaceful, it's magical, it's happy, it's just full of energy and full of so much joy that I just kind of forget everything that's going on in the world. I forget my house, I forget my family, which is sad, I know. I forget all of my sadness and my heartbreak with the loss of my kids. So I just go in there just to forget everything and just be happy. And I love when I walk down Main Street, I love all the sights and the sounds and the smells. It just makes me happy. That's my happy place. Some people's happy place is the beach, which is mine too, but happy place number one is Disney. Okay, and if I could go anywhere, where would it be? I would actually really love to go to Italy, but I am so afraid of the long flight over there, being very claustrophobic and not be able to move around. I would probably want to jump off the plane, but I would love to go to Italy. What made me want to share my life with us? About 2 years ago, I wasn't working, and I started watching YouTube videos just for fun, and I was watching Organized Like Jen, who is now called Pretty Neat Living, and I started watching her, and I told myself, I'm like, hello, I could totally do all that. And then so I started doing all that, and then when I saw people like vlogging and sharing like their lives, I'm like, I could totally do that. That would be so much fun. So that's what happened, and that's what I decided to start doing, and I enjoy doing it as much as you guys probably enjoy watching me. This one is from Sherry. How do I budget? Do me and my husband split the bills? If so, how? Do you set aside a certain amount each month for things you like, Bath and Body Works, Old Navy, Petties, etc.? Okay, Sherry, so that is a good question. We split our pay. I have my own account, and Brian has wait, we have a joint account, but I have a separate account for my like paychecks. My paychecks aren't, you know, that great. They're not that like ginormously big. So I pay all of like the like little minor things like water bill, gas. I pay for the lawn to get done. I pay for my manis and my petties. I pay for like our going out to eat, the movies, all that stuff. And then he pays like all the major stuff like house payment, rent, house payment, car insurance, cable bill, electric bill, all of the big stuff he pays for. And then whatever, like, and then I pay for like miscellaneous stuff too, like I said, my nails and stuff like that. And then I do pay for our Disney trips, our hotel and stuff with my pay as well. That's that. And then this one's from Kim. Where did I grow up and where have I lived? I grew up in Illinois. I was born and raised in Elgin, Illinois. And I lived there majority of my life. Then my parents moved to Florida when I was, let's see, I was in 4th or 5th grade. I was in 5th grade when we moved to Florida. And then when we moved to Florida, because I hadn't finished the 5th grade, Florida made me start in the middle of 4th grade there. I don't know how that all happened. So it was kind of weird and crazy. And then my parents, I don't think we were there even a year in Florida, and we moved back to Illinois. And because I hadn't finished out my 5th grade year before we moved to Florida in Illinois, my Illinois school made me repeat 5th grade again. So that was kind of like a weird deal. So anyway, that wasn't even part of the question, but that's where I grew up in Illinois. So I lived there all of my life. And then my parents again moved to Florida in '92. That's when my first son was born. And then where have I lived? I probably gave you guys so much information, probably weird. That's probably like more questions you guys want to ask. Yay! And where have I lived? I have lived in Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, Illinois, Alabama, Georgia. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. And then these questions are from Jenna, I think, or Gemma. Who was the first YouTuber you subbed to? The very first YouTuber I subbed to was Organized Like Jen. Were you nervous starting your own channel? Yes, I was very, very nervous starting my own channel. And not because I, you know, was afraid to talk or share things on camera with anybody. It's just because I was more or less nervous about the fact that, oh my God, are they gonna like me? Or am I gonna get subscribers? Am I gonna get viewers? Am I gonna get, you know, people that are gonna say ugly things to me or talk bad about me or whatever the case may be. So yeah, for a long time I was really, really nervous, but then I kind of like got over it and I'm like, I'm doing this because I enjoy it and I enjoy the feedback from people who are enjoying it as well. So the nervousness went away. Now, I will say that vlogging out in public sometimes can be a little nerve-wracking because people, you know, I'm holding up this camera and I'm talking to it and people may walk by and be like, what the hell is she doing? Who is she talking to? And why is she talking to a camera? Well, I got business cards now that says like on the Go With Angie. So if anybody ever asks me questions, I just kind of like hand them over business card. And my hair is driving me crazy out here. And I think it's because of the humidity and it's like looking pretty ratty. But anyway, okay, and then it says, how do your family and friends feel about you being on YouTube? My parents, I don't think they like get it or understand, but my dad's like, oh, well maybe you can start me a YouTube channel too, Ange. Yeah, he thinks that I can just like start him a YouTube channel. It's like, doesn't work that way, daddy. Friends, some friends are okay with it and some are not. I really don't know. I really haven't asked, but I am very careful of their privacy. And there's a big wasp trying to fly in here. Go away, wasp. But I am very careful about their privacy, and I do ask permission before I actually film them or film in their home or film around them. If they don't want to be on my video, then I like tend to walk away or I just don't film at all. But as far as I know, I don't think anybody like cares that I do it. I mean, I don't think that it affects them at all, so I don't think that they mind. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my On the Go With Angie page and answer those questions as soon as I can get on my phone here and answer those questions that somebody put on there the other day. Nope, it wasn't Instagram. It is on my pages. And I know some of these questions were really, really good too, so I'm really excited to answer these ones as well. Okay, let's see here. So I have some questions right here. Okay, one question is from Jerry Haft. Do you have any contact with your 3 other boys? Up until about a month ago, I was in contact with all 4 of my children, including the 3 that you were referring to. I was actually in contact with them. I had actually been with my son, Cody, my oldest one, for the past couple of years. We reconnected and things were going great. I met his wife. Everything was fine. Same with my son, Austin and Dalton, which are the twins. I'm watching a wasp up here. Same with Austin and Dalton, they are the twins. I had been reconnected with them as well, just via Facebook and via texting up until about a month ago, when my son Cody went home for his wedding. They had like another ceremony there with friends and family or whatever, and during that time that he was there, I guess the grandparents sat them down and again tried to discourage them from talking to me and gave them a bunch of baloney lies to convince them that I'm not worth being around or talked to or whatever. So up until about a month ago, I was in contact with them, and now I am not. Does my one son try to defend you to them? It's funny that they don't. I wish they would stick up for me, but for some reason they are so manipulated and scared, I guess, to stand up for me. I don't know why. I have no clue why, and I can't answer that. The one son that I am talking to right now, or that I have been in contact with for the past couple of years, actually, we were together just a couple of weeks ago in Pensacola, and he was supposed to come this weekend, but he had other plans. He just refuses to listen to any of their garbage. So if they tell him to stay away from me, he just asks why, and then he still continues to have contact with me and talk to me, because he just doesn't care what they have to say, because he knows all of it's a bunch of lies and BS. Because, you know, he's been around me and he sees the normalcy, and he knows that I'm not trying to keep them away from their family. So yeah, so he kind of sticks up for me in that way. But as far as like my mom is great, you guys can't tell me what to do, that type of, no, he doesn't like say that to them. I wish that he would, but they won't, and he hasn't. Do my boys watch my vlogs? Yes. When I was talking to my 3 other kids, they know that I have a YouTube channel. They also know that I have a page that's dedicated to them, which is called Forever Their Mom. And I post things on there too regarding parental alienation, and I share things with them on there as well, things that they could probably read and hopefully like soak into their head, that, you know, I'm not what they claim that I am. But yes, and I think at one time they were subscribed to it, so yeah, they know that I have a Facebook page. They know that I have a YouTube channel, and if they watch it, yeah. If they don't, I don't know, but I wish that they would, because I'm, again, normal. There's nothing like crazy about me. The next question is from Lori Poole. Where has been your favorite place to live? And where has been my favorite place to live? My favorite place to live has been Georgia. I really love it here. I would really love to live in Florida again. I lived in Fort Lauderdale, but if I was to live in Florida again, I would actually want to live in Orlando. Go figure, right? Do you and Brian ever go to Universal? Yes, we have been to Universal. It's been a couple of years since we have been to Universal, but we absolutely love it, and that is something that we want to go do again and spend a good couple of days there, because I really love Harry Potter. What is my favorite ride at Disney? My favorite ride at Disney. Ooh, like which park? Does it matter? Let's see. If I had to choose from all 4 parks, let's just go there. So my favorite ride at Magic Kingdom would probably be Peter Pan, I think. I don't know, it's just a classic ride. It's just when you get in there and you don't realize that it takes you like up and you float above the city. I think that's just really neat and magical. So I would say that would be my favorite ride at Magic Kingdom. My favorite ride at Hollywood Studios would be Tower of Terror. My ride at Epcot would be Spaceship Earth. And my ride at Animal Kingdom would have to be Dinosaur, honestly, because I think that's just a fun ride. Let's see, favorite restaurant or quick service at Disney? My favorite restaurant to eat at Disney, honestly, and I've only eaten there one time, and that was last June. I love the Hoop-de-Doo Review, and there's another wasp, and he's gonna go up there. Go away, wasp. Is the Hoop-de-Doo Review. Absolutely love that dinner and show. I actually have reservations for there when we go back in October, and I cannot wait to go back. And as for quick service, I like the commissary at Hollywood Studios. Okay, wasp, you and I are gonna go round and round. You're messing up my vibe here. Go away. I don't know why they're there, but anyway, okay, let's move on. Okay, these ones are from Joyce Guthrie. How did you and Brian meet, and what took you to Georgia? Well, I already said how Brian and I met. We met online about 16 years ago on AOL chat room. That's how we met. And then what brought us to Georgia? Well, we first lived in Huntsville, Alabama from 2008 to 2011. And then in 2011, Brian was kind of getting a little antsy, and we were wanting to get out of Alabama. And he had contacted some guys that he knew over here in the same position or job that he's doing right now, and asked if there was any jobs in Savannah. And they had said no, but if you want to come here, you can. So that's kind of how it started, and he got offered the position that he has here, and so that's what brought us to Georgia. Let's see. And did you and Brian consider having a family? No. When I first met Brian, I had already had 4 kids, and he never ever wanted to have any kids of his own. So that was never an issue. And then of course, after I had my 4, I had my tubes tied after the twins, so I knew that I was never going to have kids again. So I was good to go. He was fine with that, and he was also fine with the fact that I had 4 kids. So yeah. That's it. So I think that was all of the questions. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that was it. That's it. That's all I have. I want more questions. Okay, so if you guys actually really enjoyed this Q&A, leave me a comment below and leave me some more questions that you want me to answer, because this was actually so much fun. I really enjoyed it. It actually helps you guys get to know me a little bit more, so I absolutely love that. So if you guys want to get to know me some more, ask me some more questions, and I will do another Q&A with you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.